It was a chilly autumn evening in New York City when a stray puppy, shivering from the cold, found himself wandering aimlessly along the bustling streets. His tiny frame and pleading eyes went unnoticed by most passers-by, too engrossed in their busy lives. The little pup had no name, no home, and no one to care for him. Yet, fate had a peculiar plan for him that evening, one that would change his life forever. As he stumbled across a crowded avenue, the puppy's ears perked up at the sound of a deep, commanding voice. A man stood nearby, surrounded by a group of people, discussing something with enthusiasm. His suit was crisp, and his presence exuded authority. The man was none other than Donald Trump, on his way to an important meeting. The puppy, drawn perhaps by an instinct he couldn't explain, cautiously approached the man, his tiny paws making almost no sound on the pavement. When Trump's eyes caught sight of the scruffy little creature, he paused mid-conversation. "What's this little guy doing here?" he asked, his tone a mix of curiosity and concern. The puppy wagged his tail hesitantly, his eyes filled with a mix of fear and hope. Despite his reputation as a business magnate and political figure, Trump knelt down and extended a hand. "Come here, buddy," he said softly. The puppy, sensing no immediate danger, crept closer and licked Trump's hand timidly. The small gesture melted the hearts of those around him. Trump chuckled, a rare, genuine laugh. "Looks like I've made a new friend," he said, scooping the puppy up gently. For the first time in weeks, the little pup felt warmth and safety. Trump's security team exchanged puzzled glances but said nothing as he carried the puppy into his black SUV. On the way to his meeting, Trump couldn't stop glancing at the puppy curled up on his lap. "We need to get him cleaned up," he murmured. "And fed. Poor little guy must be starving." Back at Trump Tower, the staff quickly took to caring for the puppy. He was bathed, fed, and checked by a veterinarian. Trump, meanwhile, couldn't shake the thought of how such a small creature could survive alone in the harsh city. "We'll call him Champ," he declared, stroking the now clean puppy's fur. Over the next few days, Champ's presence became a source of joy and surprise for everyone. Despite his high-profile life, Trump found himself spending moments of quiet with the puppy. Whether it was a playful tug-of-war with a toy or a simple pat on the head, Champ had a way of softening even the most stressful of days. But as the days turned into weeks, a mystery began to unfold. A letter arrived at Trump Tower addressed to the man who saved Champ. Inside was a faded photograph of a young girl holding the same puppy, a look of pure happiness on her face. The note read, "This is Champ. He was my world until he was stolen from me a month ago. Please, if you have him, let me know. He deserves to be loved." Trump's heart sank. Someone out there had been searching for Champ all along. Torn between his growing attachment to the puppy and the desire to do the right thing, he decided to investigate further. "We need to find this girl," he said firmly. The search was anything but easy. The photograph provided no clues about the girl's identity or location. Days turned into a week, and despite his resources, there was no breakthrough. Meanwhile, Champ seemed blissfully unaware of the turmoil surrounding him, happily wagging his tail and bringing smiles to everyone he met. One evening, as Trump was scrolling through social media, he came across a viral post. It was a plea from a young woman searching for her lost dog. The photograph matched the one he had received. Her story was heartbreaking. Champ had been her companion through the toughest times in her life, offering comfort when nothing else could. Losing him had left a void she couldn't fill. Without hesitation, Trump reached out to the woman. "I believe I have someone you've been looking for," he said when she answered the call. Her voice trembled with hope and disbelief as she agreed to meet him the next day. When the woman arrived at Trump Tower, her eyes welled up with tears the moment she saw Champ. The puppy's reaction was equally heartwarming. He wriggled out of Trump's arms and bolted toward her, barking excitedly. The reunion was nothing short of magical, leaving everyone in the room misty-eyed. "Thank you," she whispered, clutching Champ tightly. "You don't know what this means to me." Trump smiled, his usual air of confidence replaced with genuine warmth. "He's a special one," he said. "Take good care of him." As the woman and Champ left together, Trump couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness. Yet, it was overshadowed by a profound sense of fulfillment. He had done the right thing, and in doing so, witnessed a bond that was truly unbreakable. The story of Champ and his unexpected savior soon spread, touching hearts worldwide. It was a reminder that even in a world driven by power and ambition, small acts of kindness could create ripples of love and hope. And for Trump, it was an experience he would never forget, one that showed him the power of compassion and the joy of making a difference, no matter how small.